Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 14. The previous episode was Buffy's birthday, which are notoriously not very happy days for her. Dawn found out who she is. She knows she's the key now. She was able to break into the magic shop and read this book and put the pieces together from Giles' notes, basically, and now she's in the middle of processing that. It was a big episode for Dawn. She was obviously dealing with a lot of information and trying to come to terms with the fact that most of her memories are fake, as she's only been around for the past 6 months, basically, since she was created to be the key. I'm hoping she's able to accept it somehow. I don't know what that's going to look like, but everybody knows now, so that's definitely been interesting. Glory is still out there. The Knights are still out there. Ben is rebelling against Glory, so I'm curious to see what that's going to lead to. I'm really enjoying the series so far, so thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. We haven't had a band at the Bronze in so long. It's nice to see them going out and having fun.
Especially since the flowering onion got remodeled right up the side of the menu. It's the only thing this place had going.
A bloomin' onion, yeah, so good. He was talking about that last time.
Well, I saw you sitting here alone. Thought, I don't know, you could maybe do with a bit of, company.
And he has a crush on Buffy.
Spike. Hey, Evil Dead, you're in my seat.
Yeah, Spike's never really gonna with them as much as he tries, you know. He's always gonna be a little bit on the outside.
And you should never hurt the feelings of a brutal killer. You know, that's actually some pretty good advice.
Let's just call she who will not be named another name. Let's just call her Ben, for example.
I'll be right back.
I was wondering what happened to Ben, especially after Glory took over.
They recognized you out of your hospital scrubs.
Oh, you'd be surprised the extent of my wardrobe.
Really?
She would? What?
What happened at the hospital before I got there.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted to say thanks.
Does he remember what Dawn told him? What comic book was he reading? I know there's Buffy comic books as well that I'm very curious to see. Maybe I'll check them out after I finish the entire series. I don't know if there'd be spoilers, but oh my god, that's a gruesome scene. Cheese and rice is the last stop for everybody, apparently. Just a train full of murdered people. Oh god.
Oh god! Oh please! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Ooh! He's so close. Well, that sounded like someone took a bite out of him. Crunch.
Buffy? Back by popular demand.
Did you have a nice time?
I like her shiny coat. Very 90s.
I wasn't feeling all that safe with you gone. At first. And then
Drusilla's in this episode?
Any special treatment at this stage is likely to undermine Dawn's sense of normality.
You think so?
Yeah, but how are you gonna punish the key? Are you gonna ground her?
What? What did I tell you about borrowing my clothing? I didn't take her clothes.
Here we go. Yep, back to fighting.
Really? Then what happened to my blue cashmere sweater?
Oh my, she's blaming Dawn, but it's Spike. Oh my.
Don't you want to come in and tire me out?
Oh my.
Could, I don't know, maybe play a game?
You might have his interest there. If he could pretend you're the Slayer.
I'm gonna
Yep, exactly.
you bad, evil vampire.
Oh, this is bizarre.
I'm gonna slay you.
Spike's in love, for sure.
Stake you so much with my slaying powers that I have because I'm the chosen one.
Well, good job, Harmony. Yeah, the Oscar goes too.
I don't have an opinion till then.
But you read it, right?
Kinda not. I rented the movie.
Very different perspective. The Disney-fied version of Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I'm kidding. You're done with this?
Yeah, hi, kind of reading?
Not anymore.
Glory.
Unconfirmed reports of severe trauma to the throats of one or more of the victims.
Great, we got a new creep on the loose.
He says, vampire.
Okay, a classic creep. Nothing new, but still. Trouble in town.
So is that how you get around town in the daytime? I mean, does that lead into the sewers or something?
He's not a Ninja Turtle.
Go home then.
I don't feel like it right now.
Well, you can't bloody well stay here.
Why not?
Because I've got things to do.
Such a busy social life.
Evil things that are not for a child's eyes.
Dawn's not scared even the slightest.
Safe, I expect.
I feel safe with you.
Take that back.
Well, she's always worried about what she's gonna do if you ever get that chip out of your head.
Is that right?
As everybody should be. Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
So, what else does Buffy say about me?
So obvious.
And the lady just invited you in?
Well, I had Hubby by the throat, didn't I? Promised her he'd live, and she didn't.
Spike's like reliving his top hits, like his greatest moments for Dawn. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear the story that Spike is telling my little sister.
Now he's gonna change the ending. Yep.
Haul her out of there. And then I give her to a good family in a nice home where they never ever mean to her.
Such a liar.
That's so lame.
I was just about to send her home. I knew you'd be fretting.
He's just like a little puppy. He's like, please don't be mad at me. Please don't scold me.
Is not cool, Dawn, okay? It is dangerous and icky.
I don't think Spike's icky.
You stop that train of thoughts.
You have a crush on him.
No, I don't. He's just
I thought she had a crush on Xander.
got cool hair and he wears cool leather coats and stuff.
That he stole from a dead Slayer.
You cannot have a crush on something that is dead and evil and a vampire.
Right, that's why you were never with Angel for 3 years.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna come up. Yeah, I knew she was gonna say that.
Wouldn't notice in a million years. Not with you around.
What does that mean?
Spike's totally into you.
At least Dawn gets it.
You
Finally.
didn't notice. Buffy, Spike's completely in love with you.
Huh?
Just her expression. She's like, pardon me?
She thinks that... She said that... Spike's in love with me.
Yep. 1000%.
I'm not joking.
Oh, I hope not. It's funnier if it's true.
I'm serious.
A maniacal laugh.
This is serious.
Right.
No, she sits in like the same pose. Yeah.
What?
I mean, I always knew that he had this weird fixation with me.
I'm the one she has a crush on.
Xander's like, wait a minute, what about me?
Nothing here. Let's go.
It's always been me. Big funny Xander.
That's what I thought too.
What, she suddenly decides I'm not the cool one anymore? Why is that okay?
No creepy dolls. Please, not the creepy dolls.
Now I've got 2 shipments of Greek amphory on my hands.
It's funny. And really, how many do you need, Amphrey?
Spike, stop this scene.
Well, I got talking about the gallery. See, there was this copy
Oh,
of a
don't
book.
get us all laughing again, Joyce. I've got a bit of info you might be keen on knowing.
Sorry, all out of cash. Why don't you hit on Giles? Hit up Giles.
Oh my.
And a bit of that will show. What's the matter?
Nothing.
She's like trying to figure it out, yeah. She's just like checking him. Oh god.
Ew.
It's not blood, it's bourbon.
Ew.
Can vampires get drunk?
I wanna be sedated.
Is this how Spike flirts?
That was sad. Embarrassed for our kind.
Just heading home to make a quick cake of popcorn?
Suspects. The flask. Is this a date?
Please?
He's so bad at hiding it.
Completely off your bird. I mean...
Very subtle. Oh no, he doesn't deal with rejection well. Yep, here we go. It's finally happening.
Oh.
She's realizing it's true. Spike loves Buffy.
No. No feelings. Do not develop no feelings.
You can't deny it.
He's finally telling her how he feels, yeah.
And if that means turning my back on the whole evil...
You don't know what you mean. You don't know what feelings are.
That's a bold statement.
I lie awake every night.
You sleep during the day.
You are missing the point. This is real here. I love...
Don't!
Going right to the I love yous. Oh my. Bold. That's a bold move.
Don't need to do anything. Okay? There is no we. Understand?
Yeah, I don't know how he thought this would go. Like, if he thought she felt the same in some way, I don't know. Maybe he was just hoping, but yeah, I don't think that's happening, bud. He's definitely been less violent, but like she said, it's because of the chip in his head. If that hadn't been there, you know, that's the only thing holding him back. Is he crying?
Pretty Spike. Look who's come to make everything right again.
Where the f did Drusilla come from? I knew she was gonna be in this episode, but like I thought a flashback or something. I didn't think real life.
Although, didn't care for Angelus setting us on fire.
And this has got you.
Right. From the church. Right.
I want us to be a family again, my William.
If I'm remembering correctly, that's the last time we saw Drusilla in this world.
Come back with me.
Oh my. And of course she's working with Darla.
Besides, I've got a sweet little setup here in Sunny D.
Sunny D. Not sponsored.
I don't believe in science. All those bits in molecules no one's ever seen.
Or she doesn't believe in science.
No little tinker toy could ever stop you from flying.
And just like that, he's going bad again. Are they gonna get the chip out of his head now?
Spider webbing out nasty blue shocks. And everyone is a lie.
That's a very descriptive way to put it.
I get it. Our little sex game was just the beginning. Now you've gone and picked up some cheap queen of the damned to dress up.
You're gonna regret that.
Some nerve showing up here like this. After all this time? After breaking my sweet boo-boo's heart?
Boo-boo, come on. That can't be his nickname.
Serious trust issues.
So
it's no use you crawling back to him, because Spikey don't play that game anymore, Morticia.
Now she's like scolding Drusilla for breaking Spike's heart.
it's been fun while it lasted, but I think it'd be best.
Yeah, obviously we know that Harmony meant nothing to Spike. Oh, bye.
Why? Because she's back?
No.
Many reasons, pick a reason. He wants nothing to do with you. Oh, shoot. Just like that. Spike is back.
There you are, my darling, deadly boy.
Yeah, Buffy rejected him, so now he's right back to being horrible.
Potentially lead him on in any way? Send him signals?
I do beat him up a lot.
If we're going by kindergarten rules, yeah, that's classic, yeah. I never thought I'd see these two back together again. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
This whole thing's just been blown way out of proportion, and he's already gone back to wanting me dead.
Here's hoping.
That's such a bizarre way to phrase it.
Just like I told everyone,
This deadly duo. Man, I'm just having like season 2 flashbacks of these two. And good night. Drusilla's horrible as usual. Crack. Oh, goodbye. This is it, Spike. If you're really back. You gotta make a choice, bud. What are you gonna do? Of course. And he's back. Yep, there we go. He did hesitate, but still. I don't think Buffy's ever seen underneath his lair before. His crypt. Yep, there's his creepy wall of Buffy lookalikes. And his drawings, yeah. Oh.
See anything interesting?
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
What happened? May.
Oh!
Remember my ex, don't you, Slayer?
Yeah, she's hard to forget. Come on, bud.
Live without me.
My boy's been feeding again. But I know what he really wants to eat.
I don't like this. And you're already a vampire. Why do you have to use a cattle prod? That's just rude.
Tie her up. Play with her a teensy bit first.
Rude.
Spike's just mad now. Heartbroken and mad. Oh, yeah, I was like, I don't know if Spike can actually bring himself to hurt Buffy now that he's here, and I think he still loves her. Yeah.
I love you.
Oh my god. She looks like she's gonna throw up. No, God.
I love you.
And he means it. He really, really does.
I'm drowning in your summers. I'm drowning in you.
Oh my, Drusilla's like not quite the welcoming she was expecting. Whoa!
Drusilla for you.
Bold! Bold!
That doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, it just proves you don't like Drusilla.
For over a century, we cut a swath through continents. 100 years, she never stopped surprising me.
Is that good or bad, though?
I was a lucky bloke. Just to touch such a black beauty.
She's like, why am I here for this? Like, I don't need to see the two of you romancing weird.
Some tiny feeling for me. And I'll untie Drew. And let her kill you instead.
Yeah, we knew this was gonna flip, and like...
That game, much more.
This is Spike's way to get her to admit that she likes him.
Tell me, maybe, someday, there's a chance.
And would you believe her if she says that she's tied up? You have all the power.
The only chance you had with me was when I was unconscious.
Which is horrifying. But yeah, does he really think she's gonna like suddenly confess her undying love for him?
Oh, and you wouldn't be able to touch me because this, with you, is wrong. I know it.
1000%, yes. So bizarre.
I gave you the best bunch of months of my life.
Oh, bonked him right to the face.
Stop treating me like your dog. But now I see it's you. You're the dog.
Very accurate, yes. Oh! Oh my gosh. He needs to work on his knots. Oh, rude. So rude. Oh! Oh, over and under. Nice one, Buffy. Oh, so rude. So rude. She can't defend herself. And now she's like, wait a minute, you actually did save Buffy.
Unless you run into me somewhere and it's me walking away from you.
Not great on the exit harmony. Not great.
I'll probably just, you know, back away.
That's such a graceful. Oh my god. Yep. Right into the shrine.
Buffy, come on now, stop. You can't just walk away from this.
What part of punching you in the face did you not understand?
Yeah, she made it pretty clear.
Town, I want you off this planet. You don't come near me, my friends, or my family again, ever. Understand?
Will she officially resend her invitation?
Easy. We have something, Buffy.
He just won't listen.
And there's nothing either one of us can do about it. Like it or not, I'm in your life. You can't just shut me out.
There it is. Yeah, she did. Uninvited, bud. and literally closing the door in his face. Oh, bye, Spike. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 5 episode 14. It was all about Spike and his feelings, and I never thought he would really tell Buffy how he felt. I thought he would just kind of hope she told him or something like that. And obviously we had Drusilla back in this episode as well, which I definitely was not expecting her to be in this time. Like, I saw her name in the opening credits and I thought it'd be another flashback, because that's how we've been seeing her recently, especially in Angel, and we haven't seen her in this time in the show, I think, since season 3, end of season 2, something like that. So yeah, it's definitely been a while, and for her to just walk back into Spike's life, basically, we know Spike was heartbroken after she left him, and he was still obviously very angry with her and brings it up and then threatens to kill her. So just a lot going on for Spike this episode. The audience has definitely known that Spike's been in love with Buffy for a long time now, and Drusilla even knew, like, when they first ran away together and called him out on it. So I think Spike realized it, and now he's finally confronted Buffy about how he feels, but just wouldn't really accept that she didn't feel the same, and rescinds her invitation, and he's officially, like, out, basically, and she tells him to get lost. So I don't know what that means for his character. Please, no spoilers. I don't know if that means he'll just kind of be less involved in the episodes, or if he's going to be gone. Again, please, no spoilers. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where his character is going to go. If this causes him to take, like, final action, if he means to leave town, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. I don't think Buffy gave him any indications at all that she was slightly interested in him, but the fact that he was just so convinced, like, hey, we have to talk this out, and she's like, there's not, like, we're not in a relationship. This isn't a discussion we need to have. Like, we're not, in a fight right now, and he keeps seeing us like, oh, we could just talk about it, we can fix it, and it's like, there's nothing to discuss. Like, they are not together in any capacity. Glory wasn't in this episode. We did see Ben briefly at the Bronze, but I have no idea where Glory is. Willow was still having some headaches, and it sounded like a little bit more nosebleeds as well from when she teleported Glory. It's kind of nice to have a break from Glory, just because the episodes have been so intense lately, and it's been nice to have, kind of more of like a regular monster of the week and focus more on the interpersonal relationships between the characters. I'm not surprised Spike goes back to Drusilla, and Spike does hesitate, and we haven't seen him drink blood from a person in a very long time, so I feel like there was kind of a moment of him going back into old habits. But him and Drusilla together are always going to be toxic. They're always going to do horrible things together, and they just fuel each other that way. And Drusilla admitting that she works with Darla and is trying to help, Angel turn bad again, and tries to get Spike to go back to LA. We did see Spike in a few Angel episodes crossover, I think early on in season 1. But yeah, I don't think Spike has any interest of going back to LA or doing anything like that. So I don't know where his character's going to go, if he's just hoping Buffy changes her mind, if he's just going to lay low for a little while. And that Dawn has a crush on Spike. I thought she had a crush on Xander, and Xander also obviously thought she had a crush on him, but the fact that she goes to Spike and is like listening to him tell his horrible stories, he is maybe the one person who is treating her normally, but what's normal for Spike? So it's just interesting that she's seeking that out, and again, listening to these horrible stories, and knows that her mom and her sister are probably worried about her, but just wants to, see this guy that she has a crush on. I can't even imagine what Buffy would do to Spike if Spike tried to do something with Dawn. Yeah, I don't even want to explore that option, and I don't think anything would ever happen. I think Spike is obviously still too in love with Buffy. Even if she kicks him out, I don't think he's going to do anything. Even with Buffy telling Spike to get lost, I think if he's smart and wants to actually have a future with Buffy, and that's something he genuinely wants, which I think he does, then he should know his boundaries and give her time and stay away for a little while and not try and push this, which I know will be hard for him because he's definitely obsessed, and like he says, like, I'm drowning in you. It's all he can think about. He's just obsessed with it. And just that scene with the three of them, basically, with Harmony, Drusilla, and Buffy, and the fact that Spike thinks that he can prove his love by murdering his ex-girlfriend, and that's how he's going to prove that he likes Buffy now. Like, what? How is that your thought process? I mean, Spike's obviously very twisted, and the fact that as soon as Buffy says no, he just flips the script and is like, oh, okay, you know what, actually I'll kill you then, like, no big deal. I'm like, in what world do you think that this is going to work in your favor? And the fact that he's basically threatening her while she's tied up and trying to get her to say, you know, how she feels about him, and he's hoping this will incite some big romantic gesture from her and that she'll spill her guts and say like, oh yes, I love you too, Spike. And he doesn't even say like, hey, you know, I think I kind of have feelings for you, like right to the punch of I love you right away. And Buffy looks like she's gonna throw up in her mouth, and it was just so uncomfortable to watch. And it's like, would you believe someone who told you they cared about you while they're tied up and you're basically threatening their life? Like, even if Buffy had said, yeah, I really care about you, like let's hang out or whatever, it would have been a lie to get out of that situation, and then she would have, you know, beat the crap out of him later. I didn't think Spike would actually kill Drusilla. Obviously, they have a very, very long history, like he said, and I think there's too much there, and I don't know what Drusilla's future is like, but Spike obviously doesn't want to get back together with her, but again, it's just there's too much history there. I don't think he could ever do that, and Harmony's, you know, standing up for herself as best as she can and telling Spike to kick rocks, basically, because he has treated her like trash for a long time, and she's just kind of waiting around hoping that things will get different, and obviously they're not getting different. And the fact that she was dressing up as Buffy as like their role play for sexy time, like that should have been a pretty big indicator that he was very much in love with Buffy and not you. It looks like Dawn is doing better accepting who she is. Obviously, this episode more focused on Spike and Buffy and that situation, but other than Dawn, you know, not really going home right away after school, she's not acting out, she's not being super reckless or anything like that. I mean, you maybe hang out with Spike is super reckless, even though he can't hurt anybody, and she seems very comfortable around him. And even Giles telling them, you know, like, hey, go back to normal, like, don't let her get away with things, and then they start fighting over clothes. They thought that attack on the train was from vampires, and Spike thought he had a lead on some vampires. Whether he did or whether it was a ruse, obviously those vampires were just hanging out making popcorn, but I think he just wanted to spend time with Buffy. And then there was that doll that we saw on the train, and they never really resolved who put that there or what was going on with that, so I'm curious to see if they'll pick that up in the next episode. And it's interesting that Drusilla knows that Spike had the chip in his head, that obviously the stories have gotten out there that he can't hurt anybody anymore. I love that we got to see a few more scenes at the Bronze. We haven't had that in a long time since that troll attack, as Spike mentioned, and there's a band again, and Spike and Drusilla are back. It definitely was reminding me a lot of season 2 episodes. Overall, I thought it was an interesting episode. I don't know what Spike's plans are going to be now. Buffy very clearly rejected him several times, and holding her hostage is obviously not the approach, but maybe in Spike's mind that's the version of being romantic and threatening to kill his ex-girlfriend. I have no idea. Just a lot of twisted thoughts in that guy's brain, and I hope Spike takes some time to step back and not keep bugging Buffy, because I feel like that's only going to make his situation a lot worse. If Spike does leave town, I don't know where he's going to go. Obviously, everything with Glory is still in the background. She wasn't in this episode, but we know she's coming back at some point. There's no way that's just how they would get rid of that character. It doesn't sound like they really have a plan yet of how to actually get rid of her for good, but I don't know when that would happen, if it's going to be for the rest of the season. We're only, you know, a little bit past the halfway point for the season. So, again, please no spoilers, but I'm curious to see if that will be the big showdown at the end of season 5. Ben didn't seem to remember what Dawn told him, so it definitely seems like that body morphing thing messes with everybody's memories that's involved. So yeah, it was definitely interesting, and Buffy's thanking him, and he's trying to be like, okay, why, what did I do? Why are you thanking me? I can't see Buffy dating anybody for the near future. Obviously, everything with her and Riley is still relatively new, and I think she's still processing that, and obviously has a lot of other stuff going on with her sister and university, and just maybe trying to take a little bit of a break from dating for a while. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. What comic book was he reading? Well, that sounded like someone took a bite out of him. Crunch. No creepy dolls. Please, not the creepy dolls. Can vampires get drunk? Just heading home to make a quick cake of popcorn? Or she doesn't believe in science. Boo boo, come on. That can't be his nickname. Professor Undying Love for him? Right into the shrine.